So today we'll be going through tile printing and the stuffs made with ceramic tiles. So any doubt you have, please feel free to unmute yourself and do ask. Thank you. So I'll share my screen now. So I hope my screen is visible. Can one of you tell me if it is visible?
Yes, it's visible. It's visible.
Visible.
It is visible. Yeah.
Once again, I'm not able to hear. I think something wrong with my audio.
It is visible. Can you hear me now?
Sorry. Yes, ma'am. Vijayashri, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
It is visible. That's what
you.
I wanted to say.
Thank you. My audio had a problem. Sorry.
No issues. No issues.
Okay. So this is ceramic tile work and ceramic plate printing. So here we are going to start with ceramic plate printing. This is a very beautiful activity and a very good activity for our children, and it's so simple also. It is very, very simple. So for this, you will be needing ceramic paints, which is readily available in Shahnagardas. You get the best quality in the Alquare Shahnagardas. So let me start the video. And you need the outliners, you need brush, and you need these ceramic plates. These plates should be baking safe, oven safe, not microwave, oven safe. So because we will be baking the plate, after we print, we have to bake the plate. So all these plates must be oven safe. Kindly check for that. So I'll start the video. Once again, sorry. So the materials which we require is the ceramic paints. You can see, if you can see my video, these you will have to see here. It will be written 160. 1 second, I'll show you. It will be written 160. I hope you can see this my video. If you can see, it is written preview 160. So when you say 160, we'll have to bake it at 160 degrees. So that is when the paint, it gets properly fixed into the ceramic plates. So we are going to do one name plate. So for that, I'll be taking a ceramic tile, which you will get it in any hardware shop. In Honda Street, you get a lot. Honda Road, you get a lot of these stuffs. In fact, they've just thrown it outside. You can actually ask them, pick it up and come. So another 2 plates I have taken. So I need brushes. These are outliners. These 3D outliners I use only for the name plate. Not there I don't use, because when it is projecting outside, it will be very difficult for eating. So these paints are made only for the ceramic work. So that's all. I need pencil. So I'm going to draw a design now. So be it a nameplate or the dinner plate, we will be drawing design. The design is of the customer, whatever they ask or whatever you want, you can draw here. So first we'll have to draw a design using pencil. And in fact, we can teach alphabets, we can teach fruits, you can teach colors in the dinner plate also. So you can see the designs are ready. The designs are of your choice. Whatever design you want, you can choose and you can draw. And that is the nameplate. So I've put my institute nameplate. So once the design is done, you will have to draw, and you won't be using 3D for the plates. Rather, you will be drawing the outline using those PBO 160 paints only. So preferably you can take dark color. Preferably, or you can take those silver outlines, or you can take even light gray. You can take white also. So it depends on your choice. So one has to be outlined, because when we are filling the paints in the middle, there are possibilities that the paint may drip out. So to avoid that, we draw the outline. So we draw the outline. It takes hardly 15-20 minutes maximum to dry. So this is a beautiful activity for our children. If you have any doubt, feel free to stop me.
Gayatri ma'am, Bharti
Yes.
here. Actually, now, can we draw with pencil on the ceramic plate?
Yes, ma'am.
No, first we
Enough.
will draw the designs, right? So for that we can use pen or pencil or.
You can use anything, because after baking, we are going to wash it. Anyway, all that will go off.
Okay.
So we will be,
So
yes, ma'am.
so it will stay on the plates, no, while doing this marker with marker and all. If you start doing it now, it will not go, or after
Mark.
washing only it will go.
Yes, after washing only it will go, but marker we don't use that strong. This is only for guiding us, that's all. So pencil itself is more than enough. Maximum you can use a sketch pen, because sketch pen, these are it goes with water. So sketch pens you can use. Main I use is pencil only. I don't use those CD marker, all I don't use, because they get
Okay.
fixed permanently, and this is the plate which we are going to use for eating. So normally we don't use. That is why even 3D outliner also I said no.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, thank you.
So this is done. So once the outline, so this I'm drawing again actually. So any design, it can be any design. Normally, I use this to teach them fruits, because they draw the fruits and they color the fruits. And so fruits, colors, numbers, alphabets. So all this are taught. Suppose if you're going to do it for marketing, or you are going to do it as a business, then it is better you have to go for customized designs. You can ask them what they want.
So for the I'm Vijayashri here. For the
Yes, ma'am.
outline, are you using the ceramic?
Yes, ma'am. Vijayshri
Okay.
ma'am, you are asking whether I'm using ceramic paint for the outline, right?
Yes, yes. After the pencil, you're using the ceramic paint with the brush to do
Yes.
the outline, right? Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. There are
Okay.
one more option also. You get small droppers.
Hmm.
You get it in many shops I've seen here. You can use that also to have that outline. Outline is
Hmm.
basically to stop, when you're painting, to stop that excess paint to just flow in. That's all. So PBO, you get lots, but kindly check if it is at 160. 160 needs to be written in that bottle. So only that is used for the ceramic paints. So in this, I've done one. I've done multicolored. In one, I have done vegetables. In one, I've written eat healthy. So it this depends on what we want. This is just a sample. So after you finish the outline, just give some 15 minutes for it to dry. Then you can start filling the colors. This is actually a very, very simple activity. You can see now I've done the fruits and my outline is done. And now I'm going to fill the colors. So this color, again filling the colors, will teach children the sequencing. So here I'm using 3 colors. You can start with 2 colors. So red, green, like that. Then you can introduce the third color. This is a very good learning activity for our children, using the colors. So they need to know how many they have to leave and again paint the red. So again, this is one which you never get it in the market also, and it can be customized totally to our taste, and it is a very good return gift, and it's an excellent activity per se itself. Water cannot be used. You can't normally acrylic paint soil will touch a little bit of water when it gets dried. All this for this particular thing, water is a big anti. It doesn't get mixed with water, and even the brush also, once after we use, you will have to wash it with thinner, or you can first at least wipe it out with a cloth or a soft tissue, and then you can clean it. That is how you can clean it. And the brushes, definitely normally they get spoiled also quite fast, not like those acrylic paints. So thinner can be used for cleaning. So if you see, this paint gets dried very fast. Within half an hour, within 15 minutes, it gets dried.
Hi Gayatri, this is Sindhu.
Yes,
I wanted to ask, can you use a thinner to dilute the colors, or are you just have the choice of colors that you have?
Diluting of colors is not required, ma'am. Actually, you don't need to dilute because the color itself is very. It's not like glass paint. Glass paint is very thin, but here this is little thicker than the glass paint, but it's already in the flowy format only. So you don't need a thinner, but what happens is it gets dried quite fast. Even you keep it in bottle in an airtight place, it gets dried very fast. So you in Charnagar Das itself, you get a solution for that. You can pour little and keep so that they don't get dried. You have a solution for that in Charnagar Das itself. But please go to Alquer Charnagar Das, you get everything.
Okay, thank you.
So this is again a fruit concept. The same concept is same. But here I've used a darker outliner. So again, when you are painting, you paint. There is nothing right or wrong. It is all the child's taste only. So you can go for thick paints also, because some children, they don't like very thin coat of paint. So they'll just dab it. So you can go for dabbing method so that the paint comes out thick. Otherwise, if they can just paint, it will become little transparent. So either way, it looks really good. Sorry. You can even decorate your flower vase. This is just the concept which I'm sharing. But when activity, when we take, we have so much of varieties in this. So much of varieties. You can make coasters painting. We have done coasters. Children, they have done coasters because it's very small and it finishes also very fast. So they've done this. You can see I've done a very thick coat of painting. And you can see this plate. Anyway, I will show you after the thing I've done with 3D outliner only this plate. So this is not, we don't use it for eating purpose. When we use the 3D outliner, it is just a serving tray, that's all. Ceramic paints are little expensive only. So you can see this is a thick coated painting. And now this is the nameplate. So nameplate, normally we give 3D outliner. So again, 3D outliners, you have a lot of colors, varieties you have. You can see it in, but this is not for baking purpose, but still we bake it, no problem. So that is why this we don't use it for the plates. So 3D outliner gives a very good effect, I should say. So the painting, when you say, you can use double color, you can use multicolored. So you can just allow the child to play with the colors. Or even after coloring, you can put strokes on that. So all these can be used as an activity. So this is just the concept which I'm sharing. Beyond that, the creativity is yours. You can do wonders actually. Nameplate, normally what we do is after we bake it, we frame it. We give it to the frame shop and get that framed. This is one, but in my house back in India, we have imprinted that when we were constructing the wall itself, we have put the nameplate inside. So we did like that. So either way you can do. Again, it depends on the customer who is asking.
Gayatri ma'am, is this 3D outline is the same as used for glass painting?
Yes, ma'am. This is not exclusive for ceramic. It is the same what we use for glass painting only.
Oh, okay, ma'am.
So that's it. So after this, so details, everything we can do. Before we bake, we still have the option of correction. So we can put little water and we can try to remove it, or just with the tissue itself, it will come out. So if extra paints are there, you can easily remove it. So before baking, once baked, nothing we can do after that. So I'm just giving some dots with the 3D outliner only. You can even put strokes into the alphabets. So these are the paintings which I've done Now I'll be taking it to for the baking. So I'll keep it in the oven. So, but now you see, you touch, nothing happens. But if you wash, it will all start smudging. So baking is compulsory.
Gayatri, hi.
Yeah.
Microwave. So I can do the baking using microwave, right?
No, not microwave, oven. It's like a cake baking. Suppose microwave, you have convention type, yes, you can go for it.
Yes, I have convection type. I
Yes.
can bake cakes in microwave. Can do that, right?
Convection
Using
type,
microwave.
yes. Yes, convection type, yes, you can go for it. So the temperature will be around 150 degrees temperature, and the timing will be 15 minutes minimum.
Okay.
Maximum you can give up till 30 minutes also, nothing happens, but 15 minutes is more than enough. So the temperature is around 150. You can keep up till 180. 150 is more than enough again. And 15 minutes is again, that is actually enough. 15 minutes is enough. 10 to 15 minutes, more than enough again. So 10 minutes I've kept. So again, 10 minutes is also enough. So now we leave it for baking. So now after baking, you just leave it some time for it to cool down. Then we can wash it with soap and solution, so that those marks and all those dirts, everything will be removed. That's all. But the paint will remain forever. That's it. Once baked, it's baked. That's all. So this painting is done, but this nameplate alone, what we normally do is we get that framed, or you can imprint it. So these in fact are some of my children's work, what my students had done. So any doubt till here, shall I move ahead with the mosaic work? One second. So any doubt till here, or can I move ahead with the mosaic work? So these are the plates which we had done. And this is one which I did with the 3D outliner for my student. So with this, we use it only as a serving plate. We don't use it as eating plate because it's a 3D outliner. So we don't use that. So now moving ahead with mosaic work. Mosaic is again, I'll be showing two simple work. This is a key holder. So this I'll be showing. But the same way, like I had shared one picture in the WhatsApp group also, this is just one house, but you can go for multiple houses also. So like 4, 5 also, you can make a bigger one. I have a bigger one back in India. So the design is again yours. Okay. So for this mosaic work, again, all we need is a wooden base we need. If you can see, this is a MDH, that wooden thing base, this one, and which you can get it cut in this particular shape. The hardware shop or any carpenter will do for us. You can get it cut. And if you don't mind, I'll just be back in 2 minutes. I want to show that wooden base. I'll be back in 2 minutes. I'm so sorry. I forgot to keep that wooden base ready to show you all. So this is actually that wooden base. You get this in hardware shop. So I get this cut in this particular shape. Some 10-15 pieces like that I cut and I keep. And nothing goes waste. For example, I have cut this house shape. I hope you can see the video. I have cut this house shape. From the square, I have cut this house shape. So I will be using this house also, and I will be using this also. So I will be showing both the work. So for this, actually, we do the mirror. We'll do a mirror and we'll fill up this gap. And this looks so beautiful. So now cutting the tiles. So these tiles, you get it in the Honda Street. They just keep everything. They're extra, those samples, they keep it outside. In fact, if you go and ask, you can pick it up and come. They asked me to take and go. I'll start the video here.
Is there any
Yes, ma'am.
base? Is there any number for this MDF base?
It is quite thick, ma'am. So you can see this is a thickness. If I'm right, it should be around 3 centimeter thickness it is.
Okay, right. Thank you.
And for the tile cutting, you can see I have a machine at home. So this I use for tile cutting. This again, you get it in Honda Street. In any of the tile shop, you get this machine. And again, this is a beautiful activity, but I will say it has to be very carefully used when you are using with children. When you are working with children, this particular machine may not be that good. There is one machine which you can go for online. In online, you get one lengthy machine. You just keep the tile and you move. It's like a scale. You just move it and it gets cut. You get those strips. So like that, you can cut the tile. That is very safe. This particular machine, it is not safe. Rather, I go for the second way of doing it, breaking with hammer. Just give the tile, give the hammer to the child, 1 shot, 2 shots, they break it into beautiful pieces. Beautiful different pieces, it will come out. So this is another way of doing, breaking it with hammer. If you can get that particular machine online, that will be the best, because that you have to just move it. There is no current and nothing is involved. Keep the tile down and then there is a blade. You have to move the blade to and fro. One time the tile gets cut. Beautifully, you will get the square pieces. It was such a fun activity when I was doing this. The video is not clear because there is a lot of dust coming out when doing this cutting work. But when you do with that, you won't have any dust work. If you can see my video, this is one of the plier. You get it in the hardware shop itself. It's like a cutting plier. This cuts the tiles. It actually shapes the tiles. So the fine shaping we do using this particular instrument. I hope you can see. After the video, presentation, I will show these instruments also. When you ask these construction people, they will give those broken tiles also. That is more than enough for our work. We don't need full tiles. We don't need to pay for it. We can do this particular activity with the scrap what we get.
But those ceramic tiles are hard to break, right?
No, ma'am.
It will be thicker.
It is thicker,
no?
but no, It is thicker. It is such a fun activity to break. This I'm breaking it into square pieces. You give a tile, you give a hammer to the child. They love this activity. What happens is basically their aggression, those negative behaviors comes down when they do this.
Yeah, very true. Throwing, breaking, all these things, tearing paper.
And my daughters were taking this video and they have fun taking me in the wrong way. I'm so sorry for the video. So this is again the silicone glue which you get in Honda Street in the hardware shop, in the ceramic hardware shop itself you get. So this is that instrument. You can use this and you have the silicone glue inside. It is fitted inside. This is silicone glue. This actually you can see, this is the silicone glue. This is fitted. So you use this for sticking the tiles on the wood, or you can use your normal, that glue gun. Glue gun can be used for sticking. But when you are sticking this, just ensure that the outer pieces are properly arranged. You don't get anything protruding outside. Inside, whatever you want, however you want, you can put, but the outside needs to be even. If you want to little bit shape it or give a proper shape, you can use these pliers. So these pliers help you in taking out those extra bits. So just using silicone glue, you can stick this. Silicone glue, you get it as this, like this instrument in hardware shop, or you can use your hot glue gun. When this I did as a key holder. So I already got those hooks fixed from the hardware shop. I gave my wood, that MDF wood, and I got these screws already fixed. Once you fix the tile, it becomes difficult to insert these screws. So please get the screws done first only. So here I just did it with 2-3 colors. That's all, brown and a few colors. But what I have shared in the WhatsApp group, you have used a lot of colorful tiles in that. And that was a very, very minute work. In fact, if I remember, I took almost 1 week to finish that particular one piece. When we are fixing this also. Yes, ma'am?
No need to color the cardboard. Is it okay to stick directly on that?
Directly, ma'am. No need to color.
Okay. When children stick, if there are gaps and all, is it okay like that?
No, ma'am. Gaps will be filled. There is one more process after this.
Okay.
We have one more process after this. There will be gaps. And like how we do the mosaic, the flooring for our house, after sticking the tiles, they'll pour one liquid. So we will be pouring that liquid. I'll be showing.
Oh, thank you.
So particularly for the grout, when we are doing those, it is chemical based only. So it's better children wear their gloves. Of course, for this particular tile work, it is not required. Just we are sticking the tiles. That's all. For this particular work, it's not required. Further, when we are going to fill up the gaps, yes, we need to. It's better to wear the gloves. This is not hot glue gun. This is just when you press it, that silicone gel comes out. I use this because it is little safe. So you can, with whatever shapes you have, you can try to fill up those gaps. But if you want to modify it further, you can use this plier to cut and modify, or you can break it and you can modify, but ensure that maximum it is filled up. But between two pieces, there will be gap, which we will be covering up now. So I'm trying my best to fill up all those gaps. So now you can see it's done. And it takes hardly 10 to 15 minutes for it to just dry. That's all. Max 10 to 15 minutes. So only one thing, please do ensure that your borders, the frame, the outside one, they're even and it doesn't spoil the shape of whatever we are doing. That's all. So now you can see the first one is done. I have kept it aside. Now I'm going to do this mirror. So the remaining, when I took a square, MDA that wood, and when I've taken out that house, but that whatever is in the remaining, so that I'm going to convert it as a mirror. So it is the same way. First, you will have to stick the mirror. So it is not like we do the work first. First, we stick the mirror and then we will finish this particular work. One more variation I will tell. So this is, of course, whatever the mosaic tiles I'm using. There is one more work which my students have done. I will try to share those pictures in the group. It is with the hard handmade paper. You get a lot of handmade papers everywhere. They are very, very thick. That cutting itself is an excellent activity because they are so thick. The cutting takes a good lot of time. It improves their fine motor activity. So that cutting those pieces, we stick it on again the MDH is just by using Fevicol, that's all. Just by using Fevicol, we stick it, and after that, we'll ask them to color it, give different colors, multicolored thing they will give. So that also looks like mosaic work only. That also, but that is not very heavy. This becomes very heavy. So now I'm securing the mirror. Actually, screws only, it is compulsory that you have to do it first. But this one mirror, you can even stick it later, no problem. So now this is grout. This again, you get it in the ceramic powder shop. You get it as a 5 kg packet. So but compulsory wear gloves because this is chemical. And try to do it somewhere outside, not in the house. You can do it in the sink because washing becomes easy. So now I'm going to mix it with water. So it takes time to harden. It is like that white cement only, that plaster of Paris and all that, but this takes time to harden. So meantime, it should be in the dosa consistency, flowing consistency. You can see this This should be in the flowing consistency. So this liquid I will be pouring just on our work. Completely I will be pouring and I'll be covering it completely. Mix little by little, otherwise it starts getting hardened. So mix properly that there is no lumps. So just completely pour it. You can see it starts getting hardened. You can pour on the tiles also, because when we are going to wipe it, everything will come off. Absolutely no worry. But just ensure that all those gaps are filled completely. Preferably do this activity outside the house, because you do it on table, the table gets spoiled. I had to do it in the kitchen because it was almost in the night time when I took this video. I couldn't go out. So complete now, I have poured it completely. Now I'll be covering, I will be with this same mixture, I will be covering the sides also, because the sides, the wooden pieces are also sometimes it is very uneven. So you, after this, you can take away the extra thing. But anyway, when we wipe, everything comes out. It doesn't stick on the tile, it doesn't stick. So now you can see I'm just covering the sides. Complete sides, because make it very even, and that finishing has to be really good. This is the finishing part of it. Go around 2-3 times also, because there will be minute holes still developing. So go around 2-3 times also. Ensure that you have completely covered all the gaps. So now actually I've taken out, but when you wipe it with a wet cloth, this comes out. But just wait for 2-3 minutes for it to settle. So now you can see I'm doing it for the mirror.
Hi, Gayatri. Use any cloth to wipe it clean?
Any towel, anything you can use. Just you should not pour water, because it takes little time to settle. So we should not be pouring water. Rather, we have to wet the cloth, squeeze it tightly, then wipe it, it comes out.
Okay. Thank you.
So this can be made on a circular frame also. This mirror can be done on a circular frame, because what happens is these comes out as a unique products for our children. Again, what you don't get in the market.
Where do you get the mirrors cut to the shape that you want?
Frame shop. You go to that Honda Road. You have a lot of the ceramic work and this frame shops all. So I give my wood pieces to them. They do and give me. You get your
According
pictures
to the wood.
framed, no? Yeah. You get your pictures framed, no? You give it to them. They'll do and give. Even the screw work, everything they do and give.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
So now you can see I'm just squeezing tight and I'm removing it. It takes little time, but it comes out.
How long do you need to wait to wipe it clean?
For this type of wiping, it immediately after 15-20 minutes, that's all. But if you're going to wash it underwater, please keep it overnight and then the next day you can wash it underwater.
Okay, thank you.
I prefer to remove the first set immediately and then the next round I will do it later. After it dries totally, then after that I will do.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So now you can see that gaps are all totally filled up, and for this again you can use a lot of colors, variety of these colors, those styles. You ask these construction people, they'll just give the colors. So you can see now this is baked. The final products I'm showing now, this you can see is baked now. So here, after this thing, you can keep it in a dishwasher or you can wash, you can put whatever you want and wash. Nothing happens to these paints. They are all permanently stuck to the our plates. So this is actually made by one of my students. So they wrote their name and their siblings' name. Just an activity, that's all. So that's it. So any doubts, please let me know. All these paints, everything you get in Shahnagardas Alquare. And those wood, the mirror, the screws, all those work, the hardware, the ceramic tiles, all these you get it in Honda Road. Everything in the ceramic tile shop you get. So any doubt in this?
No, it was good. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. And we have one more session. This Wednesday, we will not be having session because of national holiday, National Day holiday. And next session will be on the coming Monday. We'll be having block printing and screen printing session. Again, it will be an 1 hour session only. And one more session is still pending. Let me know how many of you are interested. We'll go ahead. We have 2 topics. One is social media marketing. How do you sell these products on social media? So this is one topic. And the second topic is how to have an organizational structure for vocational institute. It is not practical, it's all theory thing. So what is the assessment tool? How do we use the assessment tool? Actually, I have prepared an assessment tool. So how do we use the assessment tool for our children, and how to have an organizational structure and social media marketing? One excellent resource person is there. Yesterday we had a session. So if you are interested, we will have that on next Wednesday. So next Monday will be our block printing and screen printing session. So with that, we are finishing the vocations. And after that, on Wednesday, if you all want, we can have that 2 hour session. So just let me know in the group. And this video, I will share it in the YouTube by today. So I hope no doubts. Can we wind up today's session?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have a
Thank
nice
you so
day,
much. Yeah, you all
everybody.
have a nice day and have a nice long weekend also. Happy
Yes.
holidays also ahead. Take rest and stay safe. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye.